All right, guys, how's it going? As you can see, I'm still in Manhattan, Times Square. It's not much of a view for you, I'm afraid. There's people in offices over there. Yoo-hoo. Hey, I'm off to go and see Dynasty Equity in a minute. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'll tell you about that later. Yeah, I'm not on holiday, but I've just had like a change of scenery, just to get away for a bit. And I've enjoyed it. I have down tools somewhat, but I've worked every day. Yeah, definitely. But it's been nice to get away. Saw my my best friend, Smooth, and that you all know. Anyway, you know the drill. Should be back with you. I reckon my first proper morning briefing back on my other channel, Duncan Oldham. The link's in the video description. Should be on Saturday morning, I think, guys. I don't know, maybe before then, but when I'm with Remy, you know who Remy is, don't you? And then we should be back to reviewing the papers, Golazo España, etc., next Monday. All right. So I've just done one exclusive, and I'm going to do another. I don't want this channel to become about exclusives, though. Do you know what I mean? But there's nothing really for me that I can get stuck into today. Whereas there's always one of these fucking ridiculous exclusives. I've just done one which was about Trent. This one I've got an idea what it's about, but I haven't read it. So as you know, I can't read it all to you. I can analyse it. I leave out the bits if they're describing a player, who you know that player is, statistics and things like that. If you think I'm leaving some out to make it sound good or bad one way or the other, just go and look at the original article yourself and compare it to my video. Oh, and they dropped my phone. All right, so let's see what we've got. So it is by Football Insider, which is obviously a website that you should never pay attention to. So why are we reviewing it then? Because this is how rumours start. It's important to know where things come from. And then when you hear them down the line, you can think, hang on, Chubbs told me about that on fucking Tuesday or something. You know what I mean? All right, let's see what it says anyway. It's bound to be a load of shite with it being this website. But let's just see. Maybe we'll be surprised. Exclusive. Liverpool in talks with Star Trio. They're the three main deals. Now, that's to make you think that they're the three main deals inbound. This is about three Liverpool players. I know that. So it's the headline's misleading, and remember what I say, the more ads, the more bullshit. You know that, don't you, guys? It's by Pete O'Rourke. It says transfer correspondent here. Transfer correspondent. Yeah. And usually when they refer to him in articles, they call him a senior transfer correspondent because that makes all the difference. So Liverpool have turned their attention to new contract talks following agreements with Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk. Sources have told Football Insider. Do you believe that? I don't believe that. Maybe you have different opinions to me. That's allowed. Dunk knows best, though. Just saying. Right. Speaking on the latest edition. I was right. Speaking on the latest edition of Football Insider's Inside Track podcast, senior correspondent Pete O'Rourke revealed that the futures of Ibrahima Konate, Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota will be the next to be decided at Anfield. No shit, Sherlock. The star trio have all been linked with moves away. Have they? Let's think about this for a minute. Konate, has he been linked with a move away? Not really. I think there's been some idle speculation for a while. The Real Madrid one, he's been mentioned once, I think, by the Madrid-based media, which is notable. Luis Diaz, yes, continued linked with Barcelona, but you know that they've got their financial problems back again. The 1-4 rule. If they wanted to sign Luis Diaz, Barcelona would need to raise 175 million euros approximately into their accounting to enable them to do that deal, a fraction of that price, right? So it's looking unlikely unless they get the 1-1 rule back. So yeah, he's been linked with others. Jota, I don't think so. What was the claim? It's important, I want to get it right. They've all been linked with moves away from the club. I don't think Jota's been linked with a move away from the club. I think people have speculated about whether he could be available or not. But I don't... I mean, you might say, yeah, he has done. I have seen him linked with... It's who's doing the linking, though, isn't it? Because if it's these fucking idiots, that don't count, in my opinion. Anyway, they've all been linked with the club, according to these. And talks will be held to determine their futures. Football Insider revealed on the 18th of April that Real Madrid are very interested in Konate. I dispute that. I don't think they're very interested in Konate at all. The key word there is very, I think. I'd drop the very, and I would say that European clubs would look at a good player that's available. Doesn't mean they are very interested. I've seen him mentioned before with Real Madrid, but that was by, you know, these shitty websites and Twitter twats and things, just putting two and two together really and getting five. So I don't believe that. I think Konate has been just mentioned, I would say. But do you think that being mentioned is very interested? I would say no. But that could change, right? And guess what? I'll be back in Spain soon, all being well, and I'll be tracking what them our friends have got to say in Spain. All right. I've been reading. I'm pointing over there to the laptop. I've been and read all the Spanish papers today, football dailies. I've done that every day while here. Now about Konate, guys. PSG also eyeing a reunion with the 25-year-old. Again, I would go down the same definition or verdict there. You know, just obvious and very easy to link him with them. It's interesting that we've seen the likes of Ornstein, who is a credible journalist, linking Liverpool with Huyson and, you know, saying he really is on the agenda and that. I can't help but think that's a bit of propaganda by them fuckers because of the Konate situation. Meanwhile, Diaz and Jota have been heavily linked with moves away. Heavily linked. No, I disagree. Mentioning a Saudi Pro League team with a Premier League player, anyone can fucking do that. I don't think they've been heavily linked at all. Diaz, I think, just wants Barcelona and Barcelona want him. I'd be very surprised if Diaz went anywhere else because then he would be closing the door on Barcelona. And I suspect that Diaz is waiting and hoping that Barcelona can sort their shit out and can come and get him. I can't remember when them account things are reviewed again. I think it might be the end of June. I will work that out for you guys, but the door's not closed on Barcelona yet, but as it stands, it's difficult. Bold. Liverpool Hull talks over Diaz, Jota, Konate futures. Haven't we just been told that? Football Insider revealed on the 18th of April that Liverpool are set for showdown talks with Diaz. Oh yeah, we did that the other day, didn't we? The showdown. I was thinking like a western, like a showdown. No? All right. As Barcelona continue to closely monitor this situation, closely. They're not monitoring it, like from a distance. I wonder what's going on over there. No, they're closely monitoring it. Like, they're watching my video now to see what Chubbs has got to say, and they're like that. They're like really closely watching what's going on. When they get a newspaper now, they don't just like read it to see what people are saying. They're like that. Closely monitoring. Why is there always an emphasis on, like, why is everything exaggerated? Jota remains in a similar situation with initial contract talks failing to reach a conclusion, and the Reds are now leaning towards his exit as a result of recent injury issues. Well, he has got injury issues. I think Liverpool were expecting to sell Diaz this summer, to be honest with you, to Barcelona, and I think that was going to be what they considered part of the transfer war chest. Fucking war chest. The transfer. I tell you what, the only chest I'm interested in is Linda's. Yeah. I don't mind. Liverpool plan to keep Konate at the club, but will be prepared to let him leave if they cannot reach an agreement. Bold, it's going off now. Darwin Núñez update emerges after Arne Slot decision. How does an update emerge? How does an update emerge? You're the one typing it. It didn't emerge while you were typing it because you started it. Do you know what I mean? Like, how does an update emerge? One of my videos later today is going to emerge. Oh, look, my video's emerged. Well, you just recorded it, you silly fat cunt. Oh, yeah, I did, yeah. Anyway, this is interesting. Oh, it's him again. Former Man United chief scout Mick Brown. What's he said? He's told Football Insider that Liverpool could, not will, could accept offers for Diaz and Jota as well as Darwin Núñez. We went over that shite the other day. I tell you what, would it be really good if these people gave us an exclusive of something that we'd be like, fuck off, that'll never happen, and then it did. Do you know what I mean? Like, how many exclusives could you make right now based on the obvious regarding the situation of available players at Liverpool? Do you know what I mean? Exclusive. Trent Alexander-Arnold might join Real Madrid. That's the kind of shit that they do, innit? Do you know what I mean? Not Trent Alexander-Arnold will join Real Madrid on the 3rd of fucking June. You know what I mean? Fucking garbage. Anyway, that's it, guys. That's all I've got for you. We need a better standard of exclusives here. These are piss poor. I think maybe we'll do I think maybe next season we'll do like a ranking, like a table ranking of these fucking idiots. You know what I mean? And listen, I don't do these exclusives to try and like poke fun and ridicule. If there's a genuine exclusive out there, then I'm all for it. I search every day for you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'll leave you with it. I'm off. Hope you're all okay. Don't forget I upload my morning briefing to @Duncan the youtube.com/Duncan Oldham. The link's in the video description. If you enjoy my videos, please do subscribe to that because it's part of this channel over there. And also, Galazo España will start next Monday again. All being well. So I know people enjoy those videos as well. So, right, I'll leave you to it, guys. Hope you're all right. Like I say, I'm going to be on my travels for a few days now. You know, try and get myself back home. Planes, trains, and automobiles. I miss you. I miss doing my live streams. They'll all start next. Well, I think we might have a live stream on Saturday, so look out for that. All right, guys, take care. I'd appreciate if you thumbs up the video. If you enjoyed it, let me know. You know what I mean? Drop me a comment. I love hearing from your comments. Even if it's not about this video, just tell me how you're doing. If you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, you know what to do. Hit the super thanks button. It's the love out under the video, and I'll give you a shout out in my morning briefing on the other channel. And it pisses my haters off. Yeah, it does. They don't like it when you buy me a coffee or a beer for some reason. I think some sort of insecurity as to how shit their lives are or something like that. Don't know. Me personally, I'd buy you all a fucking beer if I could. I would. All right, I'll see you later. But yeah, most important is the comments, guys. And if you've seen anything to do with Liverpool, drop it in the comments. You're like, Dunk, have you seen this? You know, I'll like it to say I've seen it, to acknowledge your comment, and then I'll have a mooch around, you know. All right, guys, take care. Thanks for watching, man. And thank you for understanding that sometimes I just need to get away and just change the scenery. You know what I mean? Cheers.